Yeah, I'm watching what's going on around the league, and did fall asleep last night, Rich, I'll be honest. But first thing I looked at this morning was the Indians or the Guardians Mariners score. But yeah, end of August, we're in this thing. We're interested in what's happening around the league.
The fact that you guys played each other in June, and you can't do anything to influence them right now. Is that a little frustrating?
Well, there's other teams also too. I mean, there's still a lot can happen with 30-something games to go, and we do need to focus on ourselves, honestly, and focus on this series and then the Guardians coming up. But I do check to see what's going on everywhere else, and but we got to take care of what we need to take care of, or it doesn't really matter.
Brandon, when Kyle came up, you mentioned you guys have a run of right-handers coming up, and a lot of those guys are reverse splits guys, and he's been out of the lineup. How do you kind of balance those two things of wanting to give a guy an opportunity, you want them to an advantage, but the pitcher doesn't necessarily offer it?
Just kind of day to day, just kind of see how. We put a lot of work and thought into our lineup, and we look at a lot of different things. So we felt like, for example, Kyle gave us our best chance last night. Thought he took some really good at bats. With Urquidy today, we think Mac's gonna. Hopefully he has a good game, and Kyle's ready off the bench as well. And so when it comes to lineup construction, there's a lot of work and a lot of thought being put into it, and so we just do that on a day-to-day basis.
We've talked about it a lot with Ryan. What kind of an adjustment do you think it is for a player to go from playing every day in AAA to coming up here and having to be in that type of a role?
Yeah, I think it took him a while, honestly, and like any young player, if you don't have a lot of at-bats in the big leagues, a lot of games played in the big leagues to kind of go back on you or to reflect on you, it's not that easy of a role. It's not easy as a veteran, especially as a young player, and Mac's done a great job. Like I've said a bunch, like he stays ready, he prepares like he's playing every day. I just want him to do what he's doing, honestly, and that when he gets that start, just be able to help us win, whatever it may be. Take the best at bats you can, play the great defense you play, run the bases well. And he's done all those things when he's got an opportunity. So just want to see that continue.
How have you seen Taryn and Kyle handle being in that position?
Well, it hasn't been very long, to be honest, right? So I just want them to contribute also. I'm not asking them. I'm not asking anybody to do more than they're capable of. Or I think that's when we honestly fall into trouble. Is when we try to do too much. You see a lot of our everyday guys when they start to struggle a little bit, they just try to do too much. And so I just want guys to show up to the park and try to feel like they can contribute that night and find a way to help us win.
How's your bullpen tonight? Will everyone be available?
It's a lot better than yesterday. Yeah. I've tried. Dylan Tate was somebody I did not want to pitch last night, and he pitched obviously the last out of the game. So best case scenario, I'd stay away from him, but we should be good to go.
How big would it be if you could get guys to go 6 and 7 innings like the guy from Bradish, and it's been putting so much pressure on the bullpen.
Yeah. That was one of our rare deep starts last night, and that's something that we're going to have to improve on, honestly, going forward and into next year and the years after. It's like team like this, what their starters can do. And when you have guys in your rotation that are able to go 6, 7, 8 innings on a good day, a real good day, 9 innings, I mean, to be able to give a bullpen a breather, that's just going to benefit you long term. I think our guys have done an amazing job out of the bullpen with the situations that we put them in this year. And I think our starters, I mean, look at our rotation. We have Jordan Lyles, who's pretty much done that this year, but everybody else is young and inexperienced. So you give hats off to everybody, our pitching staff, for what they've been able to do. Our starting rotation done the best they possibly can. They're only going to get better going forward with those young guys. And our bullpen guys have picked up a lot of tough innings out of the bullpen and done well this year. So, but going forward, I think we're going to look for some more length out of our starters in the next couple of years.